So I look at a question like this, and this is a question that I myself had for years and years and years. How can we avoid emotion in trading? Well, how can you avoid hope, fear, and greed? How can you not be controlled by these emotions, right? And well, when I read the question, like, how can you avoid them? I think of you try you have these emotions they're zombies that are trying to chase you, and you're busy running away from them, but they're not something that you can run away from. These are things that are a part of us, right? So rather than trying to run away from fear or greed or hope or any of those types of things, it's better to understand where are they coming from, right? If you're in a trade or you see the market doing something, and let's say all of a sudden you feel fearful, right? You start to get a little on edge, you start to get a little tingly. Ask yourself why. What are you seeing? What's causing that reaction in you? The more that you're able to understand why these emotions are coming up, the better you'll be able to change the narrative for yourself, right? When we think of the news, and if let's talk about the coronavirus, right? That's the big topic of the day. If everybody's screaming that the coronavirus is going to kill us all, and the market is plummeting as a result, then you might see there's a lot of fear in that, right? But then if you're able to understand that kind of fear, then you're also able to go and look at the charts, see that how everybody else is reacting, and understand the current emotion of the market. When you understand the emotion of the market, that puts you in the driver's seat, where you're able to understand the hope, fear, and greed manifesting itself right before your eyes, right on the chart, and you'll be able to understand, well, where would the greed start to come back? Where would the hope start to come back? And when you're able to see that, right, that's how these areas of support get built, right? Once that level is tested, then be like, all right, there could be a bounce right here. I'm going to be ready for that. And then that's how you're letting the emotions work for you, right? You're using the emotions. You're not being used by the emotions, but you're actually using them. But you're seeing that on the charts. You're understanding the mood of everybody else, the emotions of everybody else. You've also got to understand it for yourself. So you've got to go through your beliefs. I've actually got this article that I wrote on my website, mariwealth.com, called The Four-Walled Prison of a Trader's Mind. It's one of the best articles that I've written. Just go there, check it out, it's free. And one of the things that I walk you through is a beliefs exercise, and I'll tell you briefly about it here. So the idea that you want to do if you want to get serious about this is to grab some paper, grab a pen, start writing out your different trading beliefs. You literally have hundreds of them swimming around up here. Start writing them out, right? It's everything from your trading rules, I will exit here, I will buy when X, Y, and Z happens, down to maybe you think the market is rigged. Maybe you think that there's a lot of insider trading. Maybe you think that it's hard to make money in the market. Maybe you think that the market is an infinite stream of opportunity. Maybe you think that you're a fantastic trader. Well, whatever your beliefs are, write them all down, right? That's step one. Step two, you're going to start questioning every single one of these beliefs. And start, how does this belief help me? What does it get me into? What does it get me out of? Ask yourself, what happens if I continue to hold this belief? Well, how will my trading look in another year if I hold on to this belief? How will it look in another 5 years if I continue to hold on to this belief? And then you can start to see how some beliefs are going to be useful for you, and some of them might not be. Some of them you might need to change. And then you ask yourself, well, if this belief isn't useful to me, can I let it go? From there, Some you'll be able to say flat out yes to. That's real easy. It's like believing in the Easter Bunny. Or you might have a tough time letting go of that belief because maybe you've believed it for years. Maybe it came from a parent. Maybe you spent a whole bunch of money on some guy's course and you don't want to let go of this belief because there's a lot of money that you paid for it. And now you're realizing, well, it's not that great, but, it came from some guru, right? Going through those kinds of thought exercises, that's how you're going to understand your beliefs, your mindset, where these emotions come from. And that, my friend, that's the real challenging work of being a trader. But the good news is, if you do it, the other end of that is prosperity for the rest of your life. Think it's worth it? I do.